And welcome to Una, people of God and people of sports. International break is over. Let somebody shout hallelujah.
It is over.
My name is Swar, and when we sit down for this chair, you know, so everything when we want to talk now, I be say if you take Kenny online and package yourself in the right way when it comes to Fantasy Premier League. By the Republicans, Master.
I did here. I'm happy to be here again.
Life of life.
International break is all over. We are back to regular programming.
I like this Rasta vibe because any person when we say carry that come and me say you don't go mountain, you go mountain.
I go.
Yeah,
It's necessary.
Make we shoot short. Let's do a preview and a review as you both like the talk of the performances when they go down for the first game week 1, 2, 3, and we go look at our top performance, of which shockingly enough, say not be strikers give us our biggest money. Which is a shock. Normally, Fantasy Premier League is about Usabi should go in. Instead, now Ugo Loris, when they block everything blockable, 27 points. We see Alonso, somebody where Sabi do assistification. And this man from, I think, Brentford, but the Swedish guy, I think, for Euros, we even get around small. Janssen. This guy give us 22 points. And Regulon, shocking.
You know the shock is we'll get 2 Tottenham players there because they don't keep clean sheet all through. They don't win 1-0 for all their 3 games. 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. Goalies don't keep clean sheets for the 3 games so far. Regular on clean sheets for the 3 games so far.
Shocking.
So see their points as they appoint proud.
It's very proud points.
And also Chelsea did in very good form, and Alonso for some weird reason don't bench Chilwell for the team.
Well,
and they start ahead of him.
He was always going to.
When they play 3 at the back, the better going forward defender we then get for Chelsea now Alonso. So no wonder he didn't play regularly.
Chilwell for back. They forget he's supposed to go also for front. But you know the thing, as somebody they cry as I talk how some do when do the sweet song, the bitter song. Some people cast, some people do well. And let's see some standard performance where they say we still see too. We go move forward to people like Mason Greenwood, which was not so much of a surprise from Manchester United, 26 points. We see Ferran Torres, and now the attackers can start, they come. And the strikers, none of them still get as good a point as the man called, Ugo Loris. Then, of course, Mo Salah, the biggest standout, was 30 points, so far so good, in the good. And Benrahma.
The only surprising part that Benrahma, man, even like Benrahma, not the surprising of the bunch, because I, for some reasons, I get up back on my say this season if it be Benrahma season. I seen no quick catch up last season. They come and go show glimpse. Benrahma, you don't come, you don't show say if you don't get down for your team, you're on a long team. Mo Salah always usual suspect. So in a person they deliver. Mo Salah one person I don't say going forward we'll talk about and a person supposed to your team guaranteed at least for now. Pending when they go Nations Cup and then
because it's not in my team.
No,
I see they hold on now. They believe say there will be somebody when they say go surprise and my money and they put them for Mikel Antonio, and you can understand why, because the last slide when you go see for the top performance when we say we see
Antonio number 1.
He has 40 points in 3 match days. 40 points. Of course, Ferran Torres try you with us doing 23 points. We see Gabriel Jesus 24 points. We already know say not even shocked say this one still gather points because now Man City they rotate where like say they don't stick, because the first 3 games they actually stuck. Their last 2 games they stick with the same set of people when they start. So it's a shock for us.
This is not the first time since 2015, if I don't get it wrong. Guardiola start the same lineup back to back for 2 games. If I say change, but then if they don't fit, since they don't fit get striker during the summer, I think say Ferran Torres don't step into the position of centre forward. I think they scored the goals. What else to do? Jesus they provide the assist. Ferran Torres they do the scoring. Also another person there for them now Calvin Lewin. Calvin Lewin they on penalty duties this season. Mikel Antonio I catch on late. The first 2 game week point I miss on her. I go for Danny instead of Mikel Antonio.
Because not tested and
because
trusted.
Exactly, I go for tested and trusted. But then Antonio don't show me when. After the 2nd game week, I bring him in sharply.
What a check. Don't forget, say also all this talk on the talk. It be like say the standing out is still consistent this season. And say the best way to get points now to get defenders and backline. When not they collect go too much. Collect left back, right back when we say they support for their assistification. As you can see, Alonso, Lloris, Janssen, Regular. They go give you this same points.
You know the funny thing about this thing now? One of the things Alonso na very cheap option.
It's cheap, but they're not the rate of FPL.
Regularly on also na 5.5. Now, okay, because of the surge, you don't go to 5.6, 5.7, thereabout. Now, so now good options to Trent maybe 7.5. And they will give you almost the same this
thing. And they push come out from my team.
I not even sign up start it because I don't think say Liverpool will keep that much clean sheet.
Get that kind of money. I know they do things up and down.
And Lloris now the goalkeeper choice where people supposed to get actually. I think so.
If not maybe you I don't know life. You go stick with a Lloris if you had a Lloris. Moving on.
And the cool thing is the way Tottenham take set up 3 at the back, then 2 wing backs. Half of the time, it favorable for defensive cover because when they defend, they get 5 people they defend at that point. So Lloris go still keep clean sheets, but then they go still concede very soon. Anyways, the bubble go soon burst. So, but then now still keep for now. Anyways,
now still a keep for now. So a keep for now for life. For me personally, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Give yourself the next 2 weeks to take breath into this new Now in 4 weeks time, before we get the next international break, so you give yourself 2 weeks to see say players come back from international duty. Always stick your money to the players when we say not really do too much on that international break. Clubs like Chelsea, clubs like Tottenham, especially for the London clubs, they not get too many players when waka. And then for people like Manchester United, the people when we say matter waka, the ones when no matter no waka. So it not make any difference. Stick to who you sabi. Fernandez shall make enter matter because as the matter race go up, that's what the matter cast for grand. Top transfers in and top transfers out. Let's start with outs. Fernandez, they don't push and come out. Danny Ings, when lose guard for you, they don't push and come out. You can understand why for Fernandez when we say get like 12 million on a price tag, and you already know say with the biggest news when coming, we'll go enter that gist in a second. With the biggest news when coming, and may say he no go there on penalty duties again. Because if number 7 is back, what is a Fernandez?
If it's back.
Do again. Simicas also now somebody when we say he price go down. You know say the last time we sit down for this table, we'll talk about Simicas and we'll talk say now somebody when we say you supposed to keep. But it be like say from the body language and the way when we say this their guy man when get shocky eye. Club. It be like say not to read this but because Robert say can't come back.
The truth be say right now the list of transferred out players no dey surprising. Number 1, Fernandez. The arrival of Ronaldo don't already tell you say you can't have both of them. One at 12.5, one at 12.0. You know the wisdom. You know the wisdom.
Not profitable.
Yeah, to get 2 of them for your team. So you either choose between Ronaldo or Fernandez. But then it looks Ronaldo a province goal scorer. Ronaldo they tip to score at least 20 goals this season.
But you know what you do for international break. My brother stand like Nepa Po. Ikpo.
So that kind of thing. Like say Bruno Fernandez chips on the drop. And then right now the one of the things will go happen be say people go begin to use wild card. So for the list again, if you see the list again, one of the list again where they there now Ings. Obviously, Ings you know, they perform well right now. So
there's something off about Ings this season so far.
They good to go. In price now 8.0. And if for 8.0, they expect your strikers to give you return week in week out.
Normally,
but then the rise of
the
rise of Antonio will be 7.7 now. If it easy to swap both of them for a cheaper. Martinez go this thing after many one he say South American are like red zone for COVID and all that stuff. So you can go isolate for like 10 days.
Like for 10 days. With the drama when play out.
Yeah, with drama play for Argentina and this thing. So Martinez
go stay back.
Martinez they stay. Simicas the welcoming back of Robertson.
Yeah. For now,
Robertson had tried and toasted, so he go get cup games, but then for the Premier League,
unless you want put for those of them who still want to stick with Simicas, I could just say not throw the baby out with the bathwater yet, and if you keep him for your substitution because the money is 4.1, it's not bad at all for somebody when we say if you play a backup. To your main
exactly.
Guy.
Except you want play bench boost. Now you go say okay, you no go give me points. So
no give me points exactly. And already we already told us say most of the small bonus when we say they put for inside this fantasy Premier League game, no user gets. You know, at this will be second international break first come towards closer to Christmas than it is to Thanksgiving. If you get what I mean. Before you start use all those bench boosts, all those triple captain, just leave your captain. Go enter captain Jesus. But my goodness, top transfers in everybody also.
It has to be Ronaldo. This guy now goal scorer everywhere we don't go.
Yes.
And they play against one of the favorite teams for Premier League.
So 12.5 is the largest, is the biggest number they don't give any player when we say they transfer
for the first time.
And for a 36-year-old guy, see this guy, they break records up and down. So
at the tip, if Ronaldo's I play my wild card this week, by the way. So I put that one out there.
So I just advise finish.
It is very sad.
No, wait. I just advise finish. Say not do, but like Jacob in one do you do.
It is very sad because the truth is this, I get so many French players where I start with for this is what they expect them to blow, but they no come blow. And right now, I get Bruno Fernandes, I get Greenwood for my team, and I get Luke Shaw. So and I only get one transfer this weekend. So I don't know if it's. I guess play wild card. I lose like 8 points, and I don't want to lose 8 points this early in the season. So I rather play the wild card and then use other part of the.
That's a risky move, but if you feel passionately about him, and if you know if you put him for a player like Ronaldo, now who you want to do him for? Or some of the other biggest transfers when we say they bring in, you can understand why people carry Ferran Torres.
Ferran Torres, not the striker, not the striker for this.
Officially, is the
official striker for
Man City. So he
will
get
Pep
games,
right now. So he will get
always
games.
Stopping. So that's a smart move. Antonio obviously.
Antonio is in form. He's a man in form.
He's a man
right
in form.
Now.
Never mess with a man in form.
Yeah.
Of course, the Mara Gray, a fair amount of.
Yeah, in form too. For some anything good happen for Everton going forward. They be like the architect in chief. Since this guy, what's his name? This Colombian guy, they play James. They don't say make you find new club.
Yeah,
so
at the Dutch Grey. Tell why. When Harmony not there for team, they add for person to they give service. So I feel like Harmony not there for that Everton team yet. When you see two people openly, they follow themselves, they catty. You remind me of that time when Manchester United they do their catty. Go do, no go do. And now they put my head inside. One I just settle na ask quarrel, una two wife. Then we go call shop price.
The good thing about this Grey owner say Richarlison go South America, so he go get time off.
So you want to take this 2 weeks? Then you say
exactly. Give you some kind quickly shocking. Benrahma obviously. If you never get Benrahma, no be time to risk to bring him in. I don't think so.
Your new inks, average, not too expensive, but in go they punch above your weight because in already sure already. At least for me, in already sure already. Say see how they doing speed. So that now somebody want to say you want to look out for doing. So quickly move because time there is to pick our captain and this captain thing. I go turn to you and if you agree with it like Jacob's story, if you come for the comments and if you feel otherwise, go to the comment section. Make up your mind. They with you and you get why you matter on why because we go tell on the game that they play. You have option of captaincy. You have certain thing when Antonio they play. Certain things they give them 1 or 2 pickings for Bele. You get new boy when they come in. Go if you want show working, no say they mad way. Ronaldo, Newcastle, now home match. Certain thing I waste for St. Mary Park. So say anything can happen, but Antonio not the fear away match. So that's why I feel saying a good option. Then of course this game go mad. Last season we see the vomiting of goals back to back. It be like Bossa, Ikposi. Salah versus Leeds. That game. Leeds not they defend. They go as you give me, I give you. So this one will be high scoring game. And if it's going to be a high scoring game, you want to be with the guy when we say is usually 50-55% the man to score. Now this man, Salah. And of course, Lukaku don't come back in bank. And Aston Villa now the smally for inside their derbies. They know they fear this club. In already do one when you did for Everton, do one when they Manchester United. So even do one when you did Chelsea. So I say this now. If it be like Aston Villa now, the way Drogba and Wigan be. Now so Lukaku and Aston Villa be. So the option plenty. What are you voting for?
The option, like you talk, everybody gets fair shout to wear your captain band this week, except say rain for I should something better.
They should bet the mama fly.
Exactly, that kind of thing. Because truthfully, Antonio Naman in form, so he did worthy of your captain band. Ronaldo, we know him against Newcastle. Now one of the teams when they score well against over time. And he did for Old Trafford. Don't they always want to try proof points?
See, I just want to be ants when they for Old Trafford when that match when Ronaldo will come out.
You want to show himself.
Mash me. You
want to show himself. Leeds United, Liverpool game now. Leeds now always open team. Now open team. Then if you play through them, and if you need best way go fit score for open game, Mo Salah.
Not the explain for me. Give me your own. Choose.
Who I go choose? I think I will just go for the obvious right now. I'll go for Mo Salah, Captain Mo Salah, and then make sure say Mo Salah get through this game week, and then next week we'll see what thing we do for Ronaldo.
Like Jacob, I think they like when you go Rasta. They prefer when you wear your cap or your hood. Because, see, you just the swing. The last question I asked you, you did Chris. You were risky. This one I asked you were pragmatic.
See, one of the reasons why I go for the option is I never know until Friday press conference when Ole come outside and say, okay, for setting, we'll have Ronaldo in the game. Now then I'll feel confident of saying, okay, yes, maybe I fit change my captain last minute. But then for now, the safe option is Liverpool, Leeds, and Salah. I go put my captain.
Okay, I think I like this thing when you talk, because when we go check for players and likelihood of availability, make us speak Oyibo, whether they go there available, maybe if we captain them or use them for inside the games for game week 4. We go check Song you mean because of the waka waka and all that. 75% chance if you come, if you not come. 75% chance for people like Lukaku as well.
Lukaku get tight leg.
You get muscle pull. Or he say leg the tighten. Then of course, I know why they say they suspend Mendy. I sure say this suspend they go sack him from here because of the Oribo Coco,
because of him,
nonsense. James, thank God they suspend him, but not for Gragra. Not for Gragra for feed. So, red card, not being Gragra outside feed. It's respectable. Firmino, you already know why the guy gets stretches of injuries.
Exactly.
So you already know, say, Kante, they don't overwork Kante. Normally, they see Kante with injury palava before, but now, they don't get all those kind of doings. Every time there's more on the base, but before we base, we got to move to the next thing. And give on the Charlotte one on deserve as it stands. This is not Fantasy Premier League by the Republican. A community when we all of us the build together. And you know, say every game week ending, we always give a shout out to the guys from the top table. Like Jacobs, I never see you're doing here too. But shout out to Ademi.
They start very poor this season, so hopefully I will catch up with them. This is just 3 games in.
3 games in, some people don't they near 300 naira. First position, you get 259. You already know say this thing go tight when an odd spot now climb up. Shockingly, Ibrahim Abdullahi, shout out to you, Iniesta FC. It's still they work for you. This is your big man name. 258 second. Amazon Princess. This girl a vest. This girl a vest. See, Amazon, Sophia. Sophia, if you get time, try this season before the next one. Just show. Make
we gist together.
Oh, gist. Let's relate like Kate. Our papa no be magistrate, but wait. We need to relate. I need to know what's going on. I say they pick you or something because you are 254. Just like Ambrose Agbo, 254, the winning team. And this way, pass on night and I make name the thing like that. Then also, shout out to Yobamzi FC, Ogundiro and Yobami. 253. You see, our first to fifth is keenly contested. 4.9 separate. All of them. So you know, say this match there, everywhere go cast. And you already know, say, you know how to relate with us to collect your doings as the first position and the second position and the top baby when you be. Anyway, like Jacob, I'm looking forward to seeing you in this discussion.
Don't worry, I go soon jump into very, 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 very soon. Expect me. I will come up. That one it's too sure.
It's too sure. Thank you so much for being part of the conversation. Join the community. I still be Tracy Chappelle, the one that they call Swat, aka Swat, the Queen of Sportainment. Together with Swat, the Queen of Vibes. And to the man in the hoodie over there, Live Jacobs. Always a pleasure.
Thank you very much for having me. Una bye bye.
Bye.